Okay. Okay, good day everyone. Today we are going to continue our topic. One of the very important topic in our data analytics journey. And today we'll be looking at the date and time. Date and time is a very important and an exciting feature for anybody going through the data analytics journey, because you need to, case in point, you need to know how to extract some important analytics and insights from a particular date that you are being given. In fact, date and time is very important to the extent that some BI tools, they have a separate library for date and time. That is telling us the importance of date and time in data analytics. You can't underrate it. It's very important and very significant. So we're going to our Excel workbook now in order to look at the functions that we can extract from date and time. Okay, still talking about the importance of days and time. In our Excel workbook, if you go to the formula ribbon, you're going to see that, okay, you see that there are so many functions that we can have, but Excel also highlighted a particular one for date and time. That is still telling us the importance of days and time. Case in point, we are going to be looking at any some features in these. Some of them we might not really need them, but there are some that are very important for us to use. So we'll be starting with the today function. As we all know, whenever you want to start with anything, you start with your equal sign, equals today. Yes, it bring it out. I click on my tab. Today does not need to return anything. Just close the bracket and have that. So it is giving us the date of today, and today is 6th of September to 2020. As we all know, I'm using the date format I'm using is the American style, so it's going to bring the month before the day, and that is fine. So the 9 that we have here is saying that we're in the ninth month, which is September, and the day is the 6th day in 2020. Another function that we need to take note is the now function. It's closer to date, but it's going to add time to that. So I'll type now. Then it says now return the current date and time formatted as a date and time. So I'm going to click my tab, then close the bracket. You don't need any argument there. You can see that it extended and it's telling us that we are in I'm doing this at 10 a.m. in the morning. So and that is the format that I'm using. Another thing that we need to take note is that I'm using these, I'm working, I did this now at 10 a.m. At times when I'm proceeding to work here, the time will be changing. But for any, so as the time is changing, the time here will also be changing automatically. Now, as I'm talking now, we are in 10:01. So for me to update that, I can just type anywhere in my Excel sheet, then type anything. You can see that the time have changed. So while I'm working, just be taking note of this now. You see that the time will be changing as I proceed with what I am doing. So another thing, another way that we can also use to get our date is if I don't want to put today and I want to insert a particular day, so I can start with the equal sign. I type the date functions. So it's asking me to put the year. Let me say I put 1999, comma. It's asking me to put the month. Let's say I put 12. That's December. It's asking me to put the days. Let's say I put let's say 30th. 30th. Then I close the bracket. So this is giving me um December. That's 12th. 30th 1999. So this is giving us a particular date that we have in mind. So another thing that we need to take note is that I can format this date in so many ways. One of the ways to format it is okay, let me copy it here so that Control C, then here, if you remember, Control Alt V. I want to copy the formula, so I'm copying the formula there. Good. So you can see that the formula here is being copied as a number, but that is not what I want. I want to have it as a date. So I can come here and change this to date. Then I have my date back. So um, so I can actually change that at the formatting level. Then at the same time as well, I can also turn it to be a number. Okay, let me copy again and paste it here. Control Alt V. There, paste the formula. Okay, you can see that we are having it as number. This number is telling us that um the the 30th of December 1999 is 36,524th day after 1st of January 1900. That's 1900. So it's telling us that Excel starts its own date from the 1st of January 1900, and it is telling us that after that 1st of January we are having 36,524th day have passed after the 1st of January um 1900. That's 1900. So that is the reason why it is giving me this particular number. So another thing that we want to take note here is the difference between long date and short date. The difference between long date and short date. I'm going to, okay, let me quickly use today. I'm going to use today, then close the bracket. Okay, what we are having here is a short date. So if I'm to copy that to a long date, let me copy this, Control C, then here, Control V, straight up. So I'm copying that. No, Control C, then come here, Control V. Good. So I've copied that. So the difference between this is a short date. From here, if you come here, you see it's a short date. But if you click on long date here, look at the difference. So long date is going to express some of them in text and give you the text value. It's telling us that today is Sunday, September 6th, 2020. So that's different between long date and short date. At times, you could be given a particular data set whose date is long date, and you don't want to see this very wide column, so you can convert it to a short date. Then it's going to turn it to this, and you can also change that to a long date as the way you want it. Then another thing that I want us to take note here is if I right click on this date and come to format cell, then I have my date selected, so I can change it to any format that I want. It is putting asterisk here because that's the one that we are using at the moment. So I can change it to this. I can change it to anyone, case and point, anyone that you feel like will be okay, and it's turning this turning it to me. This is still a short date, not a long date. Mind you, this 6th Sept 2020 is still a short date, but I've changed the format to this. So, but this is a long date, and that's the difference between the two. Now, another thing that we need to take note now is that how do I extract a year from a date function? How do I extract month? How do I extract week number, the day of the week, the quarter as well? That is very, very easy and fine. So we are going to start with the function. You type your equals. Okay, here we'll be doing it in two ways, because basically is that in Excel there is no one way to do things. There are so many ways to do one particular thing. So I'll be using two ways, but for the quarter I'll be using so many, like 3 or 4 ways to extract the quarter from the date. So I'll be starting with year. It's asking for serial number. That is the day that I want to extract the year from. I click on that, then it's extracting that for me. That okay, this is 1999. Please take note, I'll be using this particular date now, 30th of December 1999. Let me convert this. Yeah, let's leave that. Okay, let's leave that. Let's leave that. So that's the year. For the month, that is easy as well. Equals MONT, type month. Serial number, I'm using this as well. Then close that. Do you have it more? So it's telling us it is in December. Now, if, for instance, if I want to get I want it to type December. I don't want it um to be 12th like this. So I will just type, put my equal to, I say text. Just convert, text says that convert a value to a text in a specific number format. Let's see. At least click on my tab. It's asking for the value. So this is the date that I want to convert. Then I put a comma. It's saying the format. Then I'm going to put my code. I will type MMM, then code, then close. I can see it turned this to December for me, and it's telling us that this is December. If I wanted to write it in full, I can write this M in 4 places, and it's writing it in full for me. You see, so that is very, very cool. Let's use the same format for this today and see if it's going to write it in September. So I'm going to copy this. I want to copy the formula, Control Alt V. I'm copying the formula right away. Yes, Control Alt V. Good, but I need to pick. Yes, I want to pick this. You can see it's typing it. It's giving us that it is September, and that is how to get your. That is how to get your. That is how to get um your text, your month from that particular uh date that you have. Now for the week number, okay, for the week number, I'm going to type equals and type week. Okay, week number. I'm picking week number. It's on the week number in the year. So it's telling us that what week is 30th of December. So I'll click on this, then put uh um my comma, then I'm going to type 1, then close that, and let's see. So it's telling us that 30th of December 1999 is the 53rd week of the year. 53rd week of the year. So that is how to get that. Just type number, week number, sorry. You put your date, then you put 1, and that is giving us. With this, is telling us the 1 here is telling us that it's going to start counting from Sunday. Sunday as the 1. If you pick 2, it means that it's going to start counting Monday as the first day of the week. But I want Sunday to be the first day, and that is fine. Now, for us to get the day of the week, that's very simple. Just type day. Yes. Okay, let's see. It says return the day of month, a number from 1 to 31st, and that's fine. So it's asking for the date. You put that. You can see it's 30th. Yes, and that is what you have. So you can extract that from here. So if I want to get it in text, I want it to tell me if it is a Monday, a Tuesday, a Wednesday. We already know that this date is okay, okay, this date is for the other one. So I'm going to type text as well. It's asking for the value. Yes, I pick this, then format, day, let it be 4. Yeah, it's telling me that the 30th of December, uh 30th of the 1999 is a Thursday, and that is fine. You can see that it is different from the one that we have here, which is a Sunday. So if I want to confirm that of today, if today is Sunday as well, I can just copy this, then paste it as formula, paste it as formula, then I can change the date to here, and let's say today is Sunday, and that is fine. So that is how to get your day of the week from a particular date format. Now to get the quarter is very, very exciting and very, very interesting. In fact, there are like 3 4 ways of doing this, and I'm going to be sharing that with us. So be looking at the 4 ways of getting the quarter. The first one is that you start with equals month. Please, let's follow along. The same serial number, we also use month as well. They will pick the date they want to use, close that, then use the ampersand, that's shift 7, then put 0, then close the bracket. Yeah, it's telling us that this date, 30th of December 1999, is in the 4th quarter of the year. And that is fine, and that is true. December is in the 4th quarter of the year. Another way, please take note, month, get the date, close the bracket, put your ampersand, then 0, and close that. Now another way to also do that is to use the choose function. Use choose, pick choose, then pick month, Then it's asking for serial number. You pick that, close that. Then you're going to, yeah, you're going to do exciting thing here now. I put 1 1 1 2 2 2 2 2 3 3 3 4 4 4. Then I close the bracket. Bracket is going to give me that it is also the fourth quarter of the year. But you can see that the way I write this is like I'm writing it manually, telling the computer that divide this into three, into four, the first three to be one, the first next three to be two, the next three to be these, and the next one to be four. But I can also use this and use this as well. So I'm going to go to the next one now, and that is using the ceiling. Type. Yes, I'm picking ceiling here. Number, month, and serial number is the date, our usual 30th of December. Then close that, put a comma, put your 3, close that, divided by 3. Good. So it's giving us the date function, but I'm going to change this to general, and it's telling us that it is also in the fourth quarter. So that is another way to get the quarter. Then the last way of getting the quarter is we'll be using the roundup function. So I'll start with this roundup. Yes, it's asking for the number, and that is month, the serial number, close the bracket. Yes. Okay, after closing the bracket, divided by 3, then comma 0, then close the bracket. So this is giving us the quarter. So please let's take note. There are three ways, but I think this is the simplest and the easiest one. Just put your month function, then put the date ampersand 0. Then here you can use the choose month, your serial number, then you input all that manually. Then you can use the ceiling method. Then you can also use the round up method. So these are the ways of using date and time. In the next section, we'll be looking at time. Thank you very much.